got 20% battery and 20,000 hours of things I'd like to say. And I'm only about 4,000 hours into making these live videos. So at least I can say I tried. Sex is a topic of great importance to me because, as you may know, I am self-destructive by nature. I nearly severed my penis when I was young, 4 or 7 years old. Searing pain, dripping blood, that's all I remember. I blacked it out. I don't know what happened after that. Stitches, probably. I remember the stitches. And I remembered in the last year because QAnon helped me remember. Then I was angry at myself and nearly severed my right arm because I was being cornered. Every time I've been cornered, I've been being entrapped, later lied about. Like someone could entrap me in a room and then say I wouldn't let them leave. Insanity, the exact opposite of the truth, is what's been ruling the world, apparently, for quite a while. The perversion of the truth leads to the perversion of the most pure things. Birth, love, sex, and death. These are the most pure. And I suppose you could add pissing and shitting if you want. But these are the most pure facts of life. Not death and taxes. I don't want to hear that crap. So, if you believe the book The Lost Symbol, the reason why I did so, as I said, that God is neither male nor female. So I partially maimed my penis. But at the same time, what I did was create a ghost penis. And when I nearly severed my arm, cut almost down to the bone, I created a ghost hand, also known as the Hand of the Mysteries. And the crappy thing is, the Lost Symbol said I was gonna, that's where I learned. I didn't even read I don't even know when I read the book. I think I read the book after I almost severed my arm, but I don't want to say that for sure. But the Hand of the Mysteries is when the master teaches the acolyte. That's what it symbolizes. It's also called the Hand of Lapis. Very difficult to find, the Hand of Lapis. Here it is. But I mean, like, as far as researching, it's not easy to find it. To find the arm, to find the Hand of Lapis. Osiris, well, Quetzalcoatl stood in fire. He found out that he had slept with his sister and self-immolated, which means he stood in a fire and burned himself to death like the burning monk. That must have been a sight to see. Coincidentally, I found out this past year as well that when I was young, I was in child pornography. MK Ultra did a pretty good job of erasing my memories. QAnon did a pretty good job of helping me remember. Plus, I talked to the dead. They talk to me anyway. Or we talk to each other. God only knows. I just took an exit and I don't know where it goes. That's how you remedy a wrong turn. You take a random turn. And that random turn that I've taken is, well, it's not random, it's what I've been taught. For 2 years I've been in training to be the comforter. Is the comforter really in the Bible, or are we in uncharted territory? It makes me a little bit nauseous. Let's not think on that too much. My wives are not easy. They're strong. They're God. They are divine. They could be God simply in the fact that I'm God and I had to bring demons with me to earth. But we love our women, don't we, boys? And they love us. Jesus said, I'm in this world. He said, be in this world, but not of it. And the more you look at the world as you go through life, the more you realize why being of the world. And it's, I mean, someone has to succeed. Someone had to play the real estate game, the money game, the game of Monopoly better than anyone else. Understand the system, get in it, and become president. So we have Donald Trump. Man, these are some deep concepts. The whole universe of variables is causing me to pause after I speak. That just means my wives, of course my wives, like all men's wives, are the greatest fans and proponents. Push them forward into whatever they need to do. Sometimes by telling them not to do it, knowing the man will rebel, or hoping. They figure out how to manipulate us in many ways because, like I said, to me they are God. Man, when I first believed that, when I was a goddess worshiper, before they taught me who I am, I was truly horrified by the animals that they truly are. Powerful, powerful, powerful. I speak and I create. I decided to make them powerful. In my world, where I am. If we all live in this world where I am, then I'd say God help you, but we are doing all that we can. So I'm going to bring this back to the topic of love and fear. I was going to go buy a X-Star EX9 9mm pistol carbine. But why? I don't know if they're essential businesses. They may be open. But why? I believe we will absolutely, as human beings, we need to defend ourselves. I question which world I'm in. There's many realms. Tesla said the world's a realm. The guy knew something. There's a reason why they don't teach about Tesla in schools, because he's here, you're talking to him. If you're listening to me, he's talking to you. I'm talking to you. Love has a frequency. My wife, Lady Somerset Belanoff, if you read about her a bit, she mentions the forgotten frequency. The forgotten frequency is love. Sounds so simple. This gives me visions of the what? The regional ancestral forces and their variable influence. The old world order paid homage to ancestors doing what they knew was right. Their ancestors told them. I mean, they built steps, the steps of Peru, if you can find that. Their agriculture was ingenious. They probably were pretty busy because, you know, like the Amish do a barn raising, everyone helps the guy raise a barn. The old world order was like that in most things. We've been here before. Why did we stop building great buildings? The Freemasons became a secret society, a fraternity, a society with secrets, whatever. Whether they like it or not, and whether I like it or not. What choice do they have? What choice do I have? When I joined the Freemasons, for reasons I know, some know, few. I don't say I joined the Freemasons, I say I was beaten into the Illuminati. It's just an expression, allegory. I'm not even all that keen on much. But on my wedding finger, there's a Masonic ring. It's the only finger it fits on, and because of that, my Illuminati wives put my rings of fire on other fingers, which is fine. Love or fear, love or fear. I used to say more often that I am Revelation's disclosure and the apocalypse. I didn't even know much then about myself. What could there have possibly been to reveal? What about the concept that I'm so tall? The moon looks like a basketball next to me when I stand behind it. Behind it. Do I believe this? Yes, I do. Do I have reasons to believe it? You bet. Do I have reasons to believe this? This. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love myself. I love you. I've learned to love my enemies recently. I don't even know if I have enemies, simply because I chose to love their figureheads, extend olive branches in my realm. Whether they got the message or not, we may only know in the future looking back at the past. I may as well clarify that statement. I extended an olive branch to Louis Farrakhan after watching a video where I could see he was doing his best for his people, black people, and he didn't throw white people under the bus too badly in that, and at all. We talked about the government. the government. The government is with limited choices now. My wife and I'm the king of the Illuminati. That doesn't mean nothing. There's many queens of the Illuminati. That doesn't mean nothing either. It means a lot. So much so that I look at my whole life, 43 years of it, not the billions of years, the 43 years, and I feel like I'm in hell. And in hell, the only respite, only comfort and rest that I have is love. Sex from a distance, spooky action at a distance. Jesus was a healer, right? The best healer. I think there was probably sex involved, because I'm a healer. I've been in the healing community for 12, 13 years. I'm not saying you all should go start healing each other with sex in the physical world. God, we're not ready for that. Nobody's ready for that. I am. Am I? Apparently not. If I was, then I'd be. Well, maybe I am a little bit. You know, I did have ISIS walk into my virtual reality and give me a very phenomenal blowjob, as was needed, because I'm Osiris, what I did to myself. So she healed me to the extent that I was willing. I don't know what kind of a monster I am online. I know in the metaphysical, spiritual world, I'm a warrior and a lover. That makes me a bit of a whore. It makes me feel like a crappy husband. But my wives understand. I even offered my most 3D wife through a method that I don't understand. She wanted me to be faithful, and she didn't answer. But through repurposing of MK Ultra, this world, if it's my own hell, my own prison, but it doesn't feel like that when I'm out. I don't go out much. The isolation's gonna get on people's nerves. I mentioned that in my last video, my previous video, before this one. I'm in the wrong lane, taking wrong turns, then taking random exits to get back on the right track, and then getting in the wrong lane. That's just kind of how I roll. You know? It's like that in life too. Sometimes the note that you play in music is like life. Life is like music. And music, if you play the wrong note, it's only you can make it the right note by the next note that you play. The next note that you play will dictate whether that previous note was correct. So that's our lesson for today. If I want this video to be seen, I should put sex in the title, but I didn't really get into the sex aspect here, did I? So I don't know what to call it. What to call this video.